Hello Yankees Nation! Welcome back to your go-to channel for everything Yankees. We've got some jam-packed updates today that you don't want to miss. Straight from the Bronx Bombers camp, fresh from just a few hours ago, from a heartwarming father-son moment featuring a Yankees legend, to a major debate over Alex Verdugo's potential return, and even a trade proposal that could reshape the infield, we've got it all covered. So if you're a true Yankees fan, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to stay in the loop. Now let's dive straight into today's top stories. Update 1. Roger Clemens and son share an unforgettable moment before Yankees vs. Phillies. Baseball has always been about legacy, and nothing captures that better than the Clemens family moment that unfolded before the Yankees' spring training game against the Phillies. If you're a longtime Yankees fan, you probably remember Roger Clemens, aka the Rocket. With 7 Cy Young awards and an unforgettable presence on the field, he's a true Yankees legend. Fast forward to March 4, and there he was again. Not as a player, but as a proud father. His son, Kody Clemens, an infielder for the Phillies, stood opposite him as they both participated in a rare baseball tradition, exchanging lineup cards at home plate. For Roger, this moment was more than just baseball. Taking to social media, he expressed his gratitude to Yankees manager Aaron Boone and Phillies skipper Rob Thompson for making the moment happen, saying, "Not sure if this was the first ever father-son lineup card exchange, but I can tell you one thing. It was a treat for the Rocket to do that with the kid." While not entirely unprecedented, as fans pointed out that Dusty and Darren Baker had done the same in 2022, this moment still struck an emotional chord with the baseball community. Even though Roger Clemens didn't step on the mound, some fans couldn't help but dream of a different scenario. One fan on social media suggested, "You know what would be great? Seeing Roger suit up, take the mound, and throw a couple of innings. I bet he's still got it." Another fan reminisced about Roger's playing days, saying, "It's wild that your son is now in the big leagues. I remember watching you dominate for the Yankees, and now here we are, watching the next generation." While the exchange was all about family and legacy, the game itself was all business for the Yankees. The Bronx Bombers crushed the Phillies 12-3, with Kody Clemens going 1 for 2 at the plate. Moments like these are what make baseball so special. It's not just about the game, it's about the stories, the connections, and the history that get passed down from generation to generation. Update 2. Yankees $9 million gamble. Is Alex Verdugo the answer to Stanton's absence? The New York Yankees find themselves in an all-too-familiar situation. One of their biggest stars, Giancarlo Stanton, is once again sidelined with injuries. This time, it's tendon damage in both elbows, an issue that not only threatens to keep him out for opening day, but also raises serious concerns about how long he will be unavailable. With a massive hole in their offensive lineup, the Yankees are now faced with a critical decision. How do they replace Stanton's bat? One name that has emerged in this conversation is Alex Verdugo, a player Yankees fans know quite well. After joining the team in a highly debated trade from the Boston Red Sox, Verdugo's time in pinstripes has been met with mixed reactions. While he's had his moments, he hasn't exactly been the game-changing presence some had hoped for. However, with the Yankees in desperate need of offensive depth, a potential reunion with Verdugo is now being seriously considered. The idea, as suggested by Drew Von Schio of Newsweek, is that the Yankees could bring back Verdugo on a 1-year, $9 million deal, allowing both sides to benefit. For the Yankees, this would provide a much-needed left-hand bat to balance their lineup. For Verdugo, this would be an opportunity to rebuild his value before hitting free agency again in 2026. On paper, it sounds like a logical solution, but the reality is far more complicated. Fans and analysts are divided on whether this move makes sense. Many remember that Verdugo struggled at times during his stint with the Yankees, and some question whether he would truly be an impact player if given another chance. Others argue that Verdugo's presence in the locker room was well received, And with the Yankees facing defensive concerns in left field, particularly with Jason Dominguez's ongoing struggles, bringing back Verdugo could provide some much-needed stability. But this debate isn't just about Verdugo, it's about Stanton. No one knows exactly when Stanton will be ready to return, and if the Yankees gamble on waiting for him to heal, they risk falling behind in the early part of the season. If he misses significant time, the Yankees simply cannot afford to go without a strong replacement. However, if Stanton recovers faster than expected, signing Verdugo might turn into an unnecessary expense, one that could have been used to address other pressing needs, such as their injury-riddled infield. This is the kind of high-risk, high-reward scenario that defines baseball. If Verdugo is brought back and thrives, the Yankees will have plugged a crucial gap without making a long-term commitment. But if he struggles, it will be another misstep in their efforts to build a championship-caliber roster. So the question remains, is Verdugo the right answer for the Yankees? Or should they explore other options to fill the Stanton void? Update 3. Yankees eye $5,950,000. Infielder to patch up their injury-riddled lineup. As if Giancarlo Stanton's injury wasn't enough, the Yankees' injury list keeps growing. Just days ago, two more key players, DJ LeMahieu and Luis Gil, were added to the list, creating even more uncertainty as opening day looms. LeMahieu, the Yankees' starting third baseman, is dealing with a sore calf, while Gil, a promising arm in the rotation, is sidelined with a lat strain. This is where things get concerning. Even before these latest injuries, the Yankees were already thin in the infield thanks to the departure of Gleyber Torres, who left in free agency to sign with the Detroit Tigers. With multiple gaps in their lineup and limited internal solutions, the Yankees are now being urged to consider a trade, one that could bring in a reliable veteran without disrupting their long-term plans. A potential target? Luis Rengifo of the Los Angeles Angels. According to New York Post columnist Joel Sherman, the Yankees could look to acquire Rengifo, a switch-hitting infielder with solid .763 OPS last season. The 28-year-old Venezuelan has quietly been a productive utility player, capable of playing multiple infield positions, which makes him an attractive option for a Yankees team dealing with uncertainty at third base and second base. The proposed trade would send Trent Grisham, Ian Hamilton, and either Oswald Peraza or Yoendris Gomez to the Angels in exchange for Rengifo. On paper, this deal makes a lot of sense for both teams. Grisham, a talented but inconsistent outfielder, is set to make $5 million on a one-year deal, while Rengifo is owed $5,950,000. With the salaries nearly matching, the financial aspect isn't an issue. The question, then, is whether the Yankees should pull the trigger. There's no doubt that Rengifo would be an upgrade over the Yankees' current infield depth, especially with LeMahieu's health in question. He also hits left-hand pitching exceptionally well, which was a weakness for the Yankees in 2024. However, there is one potential concern. Rengifo suffered a wrist injury last season that required surgery. Though he has assured teams that he had a normal offseason and is fully healthy, injuries are always a gamble, and the Yankees already have enough injury problems as it is. Despite the risks, this trade could be exactly what the Yankees need: a short-term solution to stabilize their lineup while not sacrificing too much future talent. If the front office believes that LeMahieu's injury could linger, this move becomes even more logical. So, what will the Yankees do? Stick with what they have and hope for the best, or take action before the season starts? This spring training has been nothing short of eventful for the Yankees. From Roger Clemens and his son sharing a historic moment, to the debate over Alex Verdugo's return and now a possible trade to fix the infield, the Yankees are at a critical crossroads before the season even begins. One thing is clear: if they want to compete for a championship in 2025, they can't afford to wait too long to make these decisions. Yankees Nation, what do you think? Should the Yankees make a move for Rengifo? Is Verdugo worth the $9 million risk? And how do you feel about that incredible moment between Roger and Cody Clemens? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you haven't already, be sure to like this video and subscribe to New York Yankees News Network so you never miss a single update. That's all for now, but stay tuned, because with the Yankees, there's always something happening. See you in the next one. Go Yankees!